Everyone except for one person is dancing backstage. I'll let you all try and guess who that is. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris, the Comic Vet. Happy New Comic Book Day. It was a good one. It was a really good one. Some good books came out and some retro foilness came out, and I'm sure one of our guests picked up. We all probably did. Let's just be honest. I'm going to bring in everyone. Jim has returned. Jim, my man.
Yeah!
Jim was dancing. Rob was dancing.
I don't dance.
TW?
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
He said no.
You know he was backstage dancing.
I'm just still trying to stay upright. I'm fighting a cold. So.
Break dancing. Taylor was head spinning, back spinning, knee spinning.
That was just more like exorcism style, though.
He was Electra Boogalooing.
Electro Boogalooing.
Break into Electric Boogaloo, baby.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a pretty good New Comic Book Day. My LCS Retro Rocket is closed for the move. They're just finishing up the move. But Chris did. Thank you. Chris did sell me my pull list books, so that worked out for me. I hope
Did he
it worked
meet you
out.
at the Tim Hortons on the corner or something?
Right.
It was a little cloak and dagger. I got to be honest.
Let's do the deal
how it
right
went down,
here.
He's like, "I'll meet you in the parking lot." I'm like,
You
"What
can
the
open
parking
the
lot?"
alleyway.
He's like,
Open the alley. And
he's like,
and
he
get the money.
literally
gives you
came
money,
down and he had
waves
backup.
and has you drive down to the guy down the street.
Yeah, it happened. I got my stuff. But so backstage, we were talking about one particular con that happened this week, and it's one of those cons that I feel at least once in my life I have to go to, and that was Baltimore. Now, I hear nothing but good things about it, so much so I think it's comparable to Heroes. I know there's a lot of comic guests that go there. They may have a little bit of, pulp culture guests as well. But aside from like Tynan, who's over in Italy, and I think like Jim said, JR is over in Italy as well. For the con that's happening there. I one day I'm going to go to Baltimore. I know Comic Man Andy talks about this con big time. Jim talks about it before. Hold on.
Nice.
We got to give this its props.
Yeah, finally.
Boom. Rob, you want to give the backstory on this for the peoples?
So, Whack Comics had said, both Lee and Tyler had said that for Comics Curing Cancer, if we had hit the $20,000 mark, they would get the Son of Hulk haircut from She-Hulk. And we saw pictures of Lee did it a couple days ago.
Yeah, we did.
And Tyler just posted just now the pictures of him in his fabulous new haircut.
It's an improvement.
One more time for the people.
Lee was able to pull it off. I don't think Tyler pulls it off quite the same.
I don't know. I think it's an
Lee
improvement.
went live with it though yesterday, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
They said they were going to keep it for a couple weeks. They weren't going to just do it and then take a picture and it'd be done.
2 weeks.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Good for them.
Anyways.
They put their mouth where their money is. All right. Let's say a quick hello to everyone that's in the chat before we get back to Baltimore Con. Les Crucius 1971 beats everyone to the first punch. James, my man, hope that you're doing well. Kyle Wheelchair Superhero 87. Hope that you're doing well. Apologies that I missed your live last night, but I did go through the highlights today. Chip's with us. White Shadow. And speaking of my LCS, Chris from Retro Rockets hanging out in the chat. Jean Malo, everyone, please get ready. Jean Malo will be going live in the next couple weeks with his 100 subscriber giveaway. I believe he's got 3 different lots of comic books that he's going to be giving away to everyone that follows his channel. And speaking of, Brian LCS is also getting ready to go live in the next little bit as well. He released an update video, I believe today, about his 800 subscriber push. He's doing a Grow Together initiative. He spotlighted a few channels, and I believe just over half of those channels that he spotlighted has reached the goal that he set. So everyone, make sure that you head over to both those channels and get yourself ready to participate in their subscriber giveaway. I look forward to both of them. El Green Machine is in the house. Happy New Comic Book Day, my man. Blue Hellion Comics, Dan. Hope that you're doing well. Thanks for dropping by. Soul Twice. What it do, Pikachu? And I thought I saw someone said they got your sketch cover. Yes, it was Brian that he got your sketch today. That's good. Roscoe is hanging out in the chat. My man, hope that you're doing well. And just in case everyone doesn't know, Roscoe is the biggest Seattle Seahawks fan that I know of because he loves pointing out the fact that I said Geno Smith is going to be a complete flop this year. No, he's a big Giants fan. All joking aside, and but Roscoe's been having a field day with the fact that I said at the beginning of the year the Seahawks won't even get to 3 or 4 wins, and that Geno Smith doesn't even deserve to be in the CFL. And now he's looking like the comeback player of the year. Let's be honest.
Look at that. Canadians even use the CFL.
You can't come back if you're coming back from nothing.
Yeah. Well, he was come back from nothing. Yeah. Come on. He was the starting quarterback of the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they
That's
boo.
I
So was
said.
Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
Jets boo their own picks every year. So
Brian's saying that he got 3 of the 6 have hit the goal. That's good. Coco loves Chevy, my man. Hope that you're doing well.
Nice.
And he's a Giants fan. He's pretty hardcore too. I'll give him that much.
Yeah.
And Noodle Meat 1490. Eagles flying strong this year. It's true. They look and they look like they're actually a
good.
real team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good.
My team is sad for the first time in many years.
Do you want to talk about the performance of your team this past weekend on Sunday Night Football? I'm just sorry. I'm just adjusting my shirt.
Oh, are you?
I don't.
We
want
gave you guys a run at the end, but whatever.
Yeah, garbage time. You guys gave us a run during garbage time. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when we had all our,
that's all right. I really look forward to you guys choking in the Super Bowl like you tend to do.
Yeah. That's
history has a track record, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because all the players on the Buffalo Bills right now were even alive when that stuff was happening.
Listen, I'm just saying that there's a spirit that haunts your team.
I have no allegiance to any of them. I could care less. So
I guarantee you they get deep.
I'm like Switzerland.
They get deep in the playoffs. The Bills are calling a exorcist in, and
whoa! It's not the crappy football league. It's one of the most exciting football leagues you can watch. 3-down football. However, there's no money in the league, so all the players go to the NFL. And there's been a lot of big players that play in that. Warren Moon, Joe Theismann, Doug Flutie, all started
3 out of like
CFL.
4,000 players,
and 2 or one of those 3 are Hall of Famers. Just pointing that out. And Joe Theismann won a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
and so
El
El Green Machine is liking Rob's attire, and Dale's a Cowboys fan. Everyone, before we get into comic book chat, tomorrow night I will be going live on my channel, and I'll be hosting the Comic Book Community Fantasy Football League. If you all want to come out and drag each other's team or troll the hell out of me for saying that Geno Smith is washed up, feel free to join myself in the panel, and it should be a good laugh. But yeah, so Jim went to Baltimore, and we were talking backstage. Jim, can you give us a rundown of some of the bigger names that were there? Now, the one that you and I talked about that you said that you didn't go on his line because it was monstrous.
Yeah, Walt Simonson's line was ridiculously long, just like it was at Heroes Con. I couldn't, because I only went for one day, I couldn't stand in line that long just to get a couple of signatures. There were plenty of good names there. Tom King, like I said, was there. Mitch Gerards was there. Al Milgram, I got signatures from him. There were probably just as many artists that were from the past as there were present. Jim Chung, who did Young Avengers, that's supposed to be hot. He was there.
He also did Catwoman Lonely City.
Right?
DC Black Label. Yeah.
There were just a good mix of everything. They never are short of people to come. They also they don't do a lot of the pop culture stuff in reference to, you were saying, like John Leguizamo was the big draw. Oh, and then they had 4 Disney princess voice people, and that was it. Okay. I mean, they're not known for having a big, long list of stars, and I don't know if they ever will. It's just not their cup of tea. They're about having a lot of local artists, not local per se, but the Eastern Seaboard type thing.
Yep.
They have those, and they have the comic people, and they have plenty of cosplay. The cosplay was was unbelievable. I don't know if you saw that short, but that dude that made the Apocalypse outfit, holy
Yes. Yeah. I
Jesus,
saw
that
your
was
short of him
insane.
walking by. And
Yeah,
everyone
I
was
was
just
like,
stopping and looking at him as he went by.
if he didn't win, I don't know what was going on. I mean, there were like 2 Darth Vaders there, great, but this was Apocalypse. He put some time into that puppy. Yeah, I will say, like I was telling you before, my only downside was it was too cramped together. They needed to open it up a little more. They had a section of it partitioned off. If you wanted to, they were serving food in this little area, and they had tables up, but not too many. And then they had all this open space, and I'm like, why couldn't you just move that out a little? Close that off a little bit more, and you would have had, I don't know, another 20 yards. I mean, it was ridiculous. And they didn't do it. They just keep it closed off like that. So that would be my only complaint. Other than that, I had a great time. Dealers were dealing. I mean, if you went up with cash, that made a lot of difference because a lot of them were having Wi-Fi problems. So they'd sit over there and try to get the card to work. I went up to one guy and said, "Here's $20. Will you take 20 for this book?" And he was like, "Yep, I thought so." He'd been over there just swiping away and pissed off. I cut a deal to get all of the Shogun Warriors, the entire thing. The guy wanted too much, and I said, "That's too much." And he said, "Well, what is not too much?" And I gave him my price. He's like, "Okay, I'll go with that."
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Can you show me the number one again?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool.
And really, this book and the last book are the two priciest. I mean, this is the last issue with Fantastic Four in it.
Oh.
And those are the biggest issue, like cost wise. Everything else,
all the rest are like $1 or $2. Yeah,
right. They're only like $2, $3 books, and he wanted like $8 a piece. I was like, "You're high. Go somewhere else. You're not getting that."
especially since they probably weren't 9/8 candidates.
No, they weren't. And
it's not a book like anyone other than you is chasing.
that's right. And he knew that too, and that's why he said, "Yeah, okay, you're being fair."
Yeah, people want the one, and that's about it. Usually.
Yeah, they want one for speckety spec stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
it was
that
fun.
book being hot for a hot minute during the bubble or whatever.
Yeah, you just gotta make sure you don't end up with the Whitman.
And and then we tried to hang with Joe, but my brother's an old man and couldn't hang with him.
Joe just puts him down.
Joe puts him down. Joe and Remy took off, and I said, "We're going back to the hotel," because I knew if I stayed with them, it'd be like 5 a.m. I'd be getting in, and I'm sure they were out late. They went to the casino, and I was like, "Oh God, I got lost in the casino."
You could have had an adventure, Jim.
I know, and I should have probably gone.
So Brian LCS is saying that Tiger Division artist Lee will be at his LCS this week. I believe this is a new team book that Marvel dropped today.
Yeah,
it could be one of those books that it might be worth checking out. Yeah, that's definitely interesting. And Roscoe is saying he thinks that Tiger Division will be the next Agents of Atlas type of book. I wholeheartedly agree with that. And Dan thinks that Jim is training to be a Shogun warrior.
Hey guys, I'm reading a news article here, and you're never gonna guess what happened.
Dope Comics.
A Tesla tried to go through the railroad crossing before the train got there. Guess what happened?
The train won.
Yep.
he didn't make it.
So much for your electric car, you dumbass. Let's
His
introduce
name
you
was
to a
not
diesel
Lamborghini.
electric train.
Not to meet the good old coal train engine.
No, it was a diesel electric. I only know this because I know what trains run out of that track. But
Jamalo was saying that Rob did a great review of EGS new slab. Rob, I believe you dropped that yesterday or Monday.
I did Tuesday. There's you can go on and you can see there's a review of the new EGS slab.
Very nice.
Yep.
But somehow Jim still shows up on the door when the door's
Joe still
gone.
shows up when the door's
Yeah,
up. I know. I mean,
up till 5 and then he gets up.
Nice.
Because I texted him pretty early and he responded pretty quick. I was like, wow, I don't think he slept yet.
Yeah, that's the secret. He just doesn't sleep. Rob, Paul Rogers is saying that he got his C3 package from you in yesterday.
A lot of people got piece of my package.
Gross.
Wow, that's not it's not what I was expecting. Miss So, happy new
Miss So.
comic book day.
Hi, Miss So.
Dale saying that he got a part of Rob's package as well.
Yep.
And he just needs to make time to record the unboxing and shout out.
Yep. A lot of packages went out last week on Friday.
Yeah.
A lot of people are touching some of Rob.
Just put your package out there. You know.
And
Just for the people.
just like that Tesla, this is going off the rails.
Yes, this is going off.
Oh, the Tesla did. Well, Tesla got pushed down the rails, anyways.
Yeah.
It's a nice package. Yeah.
Oh man.
Paul, I
Rob's
hope your
package is
comic
the
book day
train
was
in that metaphor.
beneficial for your company today, my man. And let's get into that, shall we? I went a little light this week. There was a couple books that I've heard since I picked these up that might be worth checking out. And
Where did you go?
there was a Behemoth book that I heard might be good. I'm sure.
Where did you go though?
I went. I can't tell you.
Went to the alleyway.
I
You met up
I
with
had.
Chris in the
I told you I did a
alleyway.
little bit of cloak and dagger to get it done.
The same alleyway where Joe manages to find the things that gets him up at 5 a.m.
That's
You
right.
didn't go to. You didn't have to reach underneath the bathroom stall, did you?
No.
Didn't have to.
It's true. And Dale's giving you a compliment. That's good. And last time he got a package from Rob, he had to see a doctor. And Dan, look, everyone's getting Rob's package. All right, let's get into this, shall we? I
Rob's
picked
the
up
diesel electric train of the chat.
Hulk issue 10. I don't know why I'm still on board with
What
this.
the
But
hell is
appar-
going on with that cover?
yeah,
I dropped it.
yeah, I don't know.
Bye-bye.
Apparently, there's a new there's a first appearance in this, and he's literally stepping on Starship Hulk there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the first
Bye-bye.
appearance of the up kilt cam.
Yeah, he's definitely about to teabag the guy. Let's be honest.
Someone's about to
I'm hoping issue 2 is a good go for Old Dog.
Yours.
I'm presuming, like everyone on this panel, I went and I picked up Batman 129, DC's franchise. But DC went all shiny and foily. And this is what I talked about at the top of the show. I picked Chris threw this in for me. And this
90s retro book.
Yep, this
Did
foil
not
embossed.
succumb. I did not succumb to that.
I did not
And
either.
I think this would look great graded. I really think this would be
Yeah,
great.
get their fingerprints all over it.
Yeah. Anyways, it's
Come back a
Batman versus
9-0.
Bane. At 9-0
A 9-0.
because of
Too many
fingerprints.
fingerprints.
Yeah. Cover of the week for me is Ms. Frizen delivering on Poison Ivy number 6. I gotta admit, if I do a top 5 series for the year, this Poison Ivy miniseries is going to be somewhere in that top 5. I'm really enjoying it. I like the villainous aspect of this and how cruel she actually is in the name of the environment, and that she has no idea how much damage she's actually doing to the planet itself.
I'm guessing you've not read this issue then.
I have not read this issue yet. My hot pick for the week on Two Cool Guys hot pick was the return of Deadpool in his own series. So this is what, Legacy 500? Who knows? There was a few cool variants, including that awful Spider-Man 1 variant. But the cool thing about that one is, if any of you picked it up, Deadpool actually is in the bottom corner making fun of the fact that it's an homage to Spider-Man 1. But Alyssa Wong is at the helm for this particular one. So I'm hoping that this is good. I enjoyed what she did with Iron Fist, and I feel like there's another series that she's doing that I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. But Mark's hot pick is probably the one that everyone is floating more towards. It's Batman and the Joker, the Deadly Duel. Where Mark Silvestri. What did I say?
Duel.
Yeah.
Like they were pistols at dawn.
Duo. Duo.
As in two.
Yes. And apparently Silvestri's at the helm, and we'll see where it goes. Fingers crossed. That's my new comic book day. A little bit more DC than Marvel this particular go around.
There you are.
Yeah.
Right on.
All right, let's
All
swing
right,
back
all
in the
right.
chat.
Did anybody read?
Yeah,
that?
she is incredible. Let's see. Collecting with Durs. Thanks for joining us. Tighten up. The Batman foil was allocated. I only got half my order. How did you make out with the Joker then? I wasn't aware that there was a Joker cover till
Yeah.
after this came out. So Chris is going to put that away for me. Scott, hope that you're doing well. By the way, good job with Whack Comics last night. Yeah, it's definitely FOMO. It's FOMO. Let's be honest.
Totally FOMO. Then you have to get the
And-
Wildcats one, which is
I don't think I get.
I
I
will
don't
be
think I get
reading it.
FOMO no more.
Yeah, me
FOMO.
neither. I don't. I saw the Joker one, Chris, and I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good.
It's pretty green.
But the
Yeah,
Wildcats one, I'm like, they should have left Wildcats where they were.
Those-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And El Green Machine is saying that he picked up the Batman one. And yeah.
absolutely.
All right. Since Jim was second to show up, I'm gonna throw Jim in there. And Jim, my man, it's been a few weeks. Show us what
Yes.
you got.
I have not been around, so if you see a book that was last week, like this one, which I love, come on, we
Love
need
that.
to talk about it for a minute.
Yep.
Come on, it's getting. I like this better than the All Out War. And I
Oh,
know
All Out
that-
War is it shouldn't even exist. Let's be
Yeah,
honest.
and they reference it in here, and I don't know, but there's a
Page
scene in here.
3, page 2 or page 3, I believe they reference it.
Yeah,
And I kind of feel like it's just they only reference it because they have to, because this is,
Right.
it's just,
connected in a way.
It seems to be selling well.
But remember this scene? I love this
Yes.
scene right here.
Yes.
That made me laugh. This
Yeah.
one, I got, and I'm just like, wow. It's at the end of it, I'm just like, oh my god, this is insane.
Yeah.
So
Tom Taylor's having a lot of fun with that.
he's
book.
having a lot of fun. Strange Academy Finals. I don't know why they're going back to issue 1, because they're not, they're just moving on with the story. I think it's stupid that they do that, but that's Marvel being Marvel.
It's because they know issue 1 sells better.
They know issue 1 sells better, but here's
the
the thing. I honestly thought this was not going to be part of the story. It was going to be something different. And I ordered a copy, a different cover from the Comic Mint. So
Hello,
I can't
Chip.
wait for that to come in, because it looks almost as good as this, but a little bit better.
The one thing I can say about Strange Academy is all of us that hang out together, whatever, it seems to be the one Marvel book that everyone enjoyed across the board. It's not that I think
Yeah.
even TW enjoyed it. I know
Yeah.
Rob really enjoyed it. Austin LeMay was one of those guys that pushed that book really, really hard, as
Yeah.
far as I'm concerned. But yeah, everyone differs on Spider-Man. There's a few other books that with Marvel people differ on, but Strange Academy seemed to be that one that everyone thoroughly enjoyed.
Right. I think from the beginning, I've always liked it. I just don't like the fact that Marvel it didn't change the story at all. It's just the continuation of the story. They just went back to issue 1 and they're calling it Academy Finals, which is this. I got this. I haven't read it yet, but come on. Just the cover alone, man, is drawing me in, and the art inside is just amazing. And yeah, I'm
It
all
definitely
over
has
that.
90s flavor to it, that Silvestri
Yeah.
sharp penciling
Oh
to
my
it. Yeah.
gosh, it looks so good.
Yeah.
I got the variant of Batman. I like that one a little better than the one you showed. I
Yeah,
don't know
that is-
why.
that's
Delgado? I mean, how
gorgeous.
can you not love Delgado?
I mean,
That's
it just for
gorgeous.
some reason
Yeah.
I don't know. I like that one better. I'm into Deathstroke year 1. So I'm loving this too. I tell you, I keep saying I'm gonna pare down my pull, but then they come out with good stories and they draw me back in. She-Hulk, it's She-Hulk.
Oh, that's still going, huh?
It's still going. I wish it would go somewhere, but it's
You
still
can trim that
going.
one off your list.
It may end up being the next Hulk to die. Moon Knight. Yeah, I love Moon Knight. I've loved reading it, and I love the art in it, so I'm digging it.
Yeah.
Not going to get rid of that. FOMO, because you said to, Tiger Division, and I like the artist on this cover right here better than the other one. So I said, let me have this one. There were like 3 different covers, and this is the one I like the best. So,
Hmm.
I'll read it, see if it's worth it. If it's not, then that's all I'll get. I picked this up. I didn't know I didn't know that this is a second printing of the Midnight Suns.
Wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, so I don't, evidently this is Captain America and Iron Man Midnight Sun armor. I don't know. I'm gonna read it.
Just a sec, Jim. CJ, I have not watched The Princess Bride. I've also not watched The Princess Bride. I've also not watched any Princess Slide. Or this is quickly turning into a tuna or green eggs and ham. Dr.
I was gonna
Stone
say, yeah, that's what it sounded like to me.
I
You did
have
that
also
green
not
egg
watched The Sound of Music. And you know who else has not watched The Sound of Music? Quentin Tarantino. Learned that last night on Jimmy Kimmel.
Huh.
Mm.
Well, you should. Sound of
Who's
Music
watching TV?
is a treasure. I don't
Yes.
care so much. I mean, Princess Bride is funny, but after the second time, I'm like,
Who's watching TV?
I don't know.
I spend all my free time on YouTube.
And
Blue.
Secret Invasion, #1.
It's a great cover.
Yeah, I thought so too, isn't it? I mean, look at that. That's
Yes.
sick. They had a Scotty Wong beside it, but I'm like, don't think so. I'm going with this one. So if this doesn't, if there's nothing any more secretive in here, then this will be my only issue I get of that. And that's it. Now, I did not have any indies. I need an indie. I need something to look at. It's an indie. So, Taylor?
Old
give me an
Dog.
indie.
Old Dog. Yeah, issue 2 just dropped. It might be worth a go. Since
Is it about a dog?
No, it's an old dude who's been put through the ringers with the CIA. Give it a go. You might be interested.
Okay, I'll check
All
it
right,
out.
since TW's not feeling the best, he may drop out.
Yeah.
We'll throw him in next.
I had a very light week.
Is that Nemo on your shirt there?
No, it's just holy carp.
Okay.
Holy carp.
I got the Behold Behemoth #1.
So I've heard good. Like I've missed that off my pull list.
You can find out what I thought about it at around 8:30.
Yeah. See what I did there, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
American, what is this one called? Little Monsters #7. This is a slow. How do you make vampires really goddamn dull? But that's anyways. 8:30. Bateman, Jason Bateman, #129.
Mark. Oh, Mark.
Poison Ivy, the A cover. And for some god awful reason, I'm still getting this book. Avengers Forever #10. So.
Forever gonna
Thanks,
regret.
no, I'm just gonna. All I need is Robitussin and whiskey. I'll be fine.
There you go.
Dale, thanks for joining us, my man.
Yeah,
Have
I
a
did
good
not.
evening.
I did not forget any of the specky stuff. I didn't like Mark Silvestri. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. So.
It's Batman, though. I had to get it.
It might be a good go. It might be a
Yeah,
good go.
we'll see. Yeah. I'm sure it looks good, but I just don't. I'm just assuming it's not gonna be that creative. Also, I'm so sick of fucking Batman.
Robert, show us what you got.
Sure, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm listening to.
Yeah, somebody's got TV on or something.
Is that the World Series?
Oh, there it goes. All right. I started off with a trade paperback.
Nice.
Nice.
I almost got that actually, but I didn't.
Yeah. It's fun. All right. I'm glad Mark's here because I got a book in here that he's going to really like. But I'll start off with the other Marvel franchise.
Star Wars.
No,
Star Wars.
The Mandalorian. I did have the incentive in my pull box, but the manager at LCS said that if I didn't really want it, to let him know because he had somebody else who was asking for it. And I said, well, since they're just retelling the story that we've already seen, yeah, you can give somebody else that because I had some other stuff I was picking up this week. So let him give that off. But you did get the Batman. And then the Batman.
That's a good
Yeah,
cover.
my LCS won't let me do that. They're so cheap. It's like, yo,
You know why I get it like this? Because I pre-order it this
Oh,
way.
yeah, that's not good.
So I placed
Too
the order.
lazy.
That's
I
too much
commit-
work.
I
Yeah.
commit to buy. So
Oh, you wanted to buy that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I commit to buy, and then they order me what I want.
Yeah, I'm just too lazy.
Then I just peruse the shelves for
That's a great
little
cover.
things like this, the 1 in 50, in case I decide I want to pick that up.
Who did that 1 in 50? That's not Silvestri again, is it?
On the back it says Silvestri, and on the front
Okay.
it says Silvestri.
All right.
It's probably not him then.
So who is it?
So I'm going to go with Silvestri.
Here's your Joker one, Chris.
That's awesome.
Then I got one last book, and this is the book that Mark. I hope you're paying attention, buddy.
Nice.
From the indentured servant himself,
Nice.
Ken
Is that
Hazer.
printed on the book or drawn on the book?
This is drawn. Yeah, this is
Right.
a Ken Hazer remark.
Wow.
My idea of a remark is slightly different.
You order
what
that or
Ben
get it
considers.
from your shop?
Yeah, no, I got ordered it through previews, and I get it at my shop at Dynamic Forces. So through previews, you can order Dynamic Forces. My shop orders them. He says we only order those. Because at first I was like, "Oh, really? Did I order that?" Because Suicide Squad's not my normal thing. And he goes, "I guarantee you," I says, "I only order them when somebody commits to it. I don't buy it for the shop." I said,
Right.
"Well, I'm sure I did order it."
You want me to buy it off you? You said?
Oh, I like it. It's very cool.
Did you pre-order it when like Peacemaker was on the air? Is that what it's called?
I pre-ordered it in August, apparently.
Yeah.
Went back and looked at the orders. But yeah, I mean,
That's really, he did a good job on it.
Yeah.
no, I dig
He's
it.
he's got a very John Cena like jawline.
Yeah, I know. I know. I got a couple. I know I have 2 other sketch books from Hazer that are on order coming up at some point. But
Does he do cons? Like I don't remember seeing his name on.
He's too
I
busy
don't know,
locked
but
up
I
in the
know he does-
basement doing shit for Dynamic Forces.
I know he's probably. You think he's probably chained to a radiator, because he's usually because he's usually doing like 20. Yeah, he'll do like Suicide Squad, and there'll be like 20 of them that are all slightly different.
Yeah.
And then he'll do like upcoming. There's like a Spider-Man one that's supposed to be coming out, and he's got like a set of, some of them are Miles, some of them are Peter, some of them are, just like all these different things. And
Nice.
but so I ordered like a Miles for sure, certain. I think I ordered a different one too. But
What's he charge for that, Rob? If you don't mind me asking.
well, that when you order it through DF, whatever, it was
Yep.
like $80 something.
Does
That's
it
not
ever?
bad for color, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is there an option to have him slab it too, or no?
No, because you're ordering. I'm just ordering it from Dynamic Forces.
Okay.
Through the previews thing. So it just comes raw like this, and then I send it. I usually send them to CBCS, or maybe I'll send it to EGS as get an art label put on it. I never even have them graded. I always just get them have an art label thrown on it and be happy with it. And they'll authenticate, or I'm sorry, they verify the signature.
Right.
Introducing the one, the only, the White Shadow. Chip, show us what you got.
Don't forget to turn your mic back on.
Thank you.
I like it better this way, Chip.
I know. I'm so much more entertaining when I'm not talking at all. All right, I got Purple Oblivion.
Wow, that's a cover.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat looking cover.
Yeah, it is.
It's all about drugs.
Nuh-uh.
Secret Invasion.
That was the one I didn't get.
Here's the Scotty Young.
There's the
Yeah.
Scotty Young. I did pick up the one. I actually had both, and I'm like, yeah.
It's okay.
Of course, I had to do a little Star Wars. That one. Bounty
Yeah,
Hunters.
as of any good,
I just got a
I-
first
I
appearance on that
stopped-
one.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped getting bounty hunters just because I would get tired of the story. Didn't seem to be going anywhere. Has it
Yeah.
gotten
no,
any better?
I haven't really. No, not really.
No. Okay.
No, you're fine by stopping. I just am addicted to keep going.
I understand. I almost was too, but it was just like there was too many other Star Wars. It was like I got like 12 Star Wars titles. I need to cut
Yeah.
something here,
Yeah.
You cut your Batman then.
I got this little one.
Hey.
Nice. I like that cover, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that
And
cover.
then this was from last week, but I wasn't there, so ended up getting this one.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a very cool cover.
Good cover, yeah.
Yeah. And then I ended up going with this Batman because I just thought that costume was cool.
Yeah, no one else has it, so we might as well.
Why not?
Nice.
And then Batman and Joker. I got that cover.
When I had hair, it was very similar to that.
Was it
Was it?
It's true.
green and all? Nice.
It's true. Yeah, and it had a mind of its own.
Yeah, cool. Very cool.
Sure does.
Guys, somebody
Ran
draw
away without
on Chris. Just take a screenshot. And
I just
When I dream I have a full head of hair, you know.
dream of
guys, when I dream about you, I dream you do too.
I dream in Technicolor. That's a Blade Runner reference for anyone out there.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
I also picked up this one.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not on my pull anywhere, but I'm glad you got it.
Got that
Nice.
one. And then I had to join Rob and finally join the party.
Nice.
There you go.
Old school
Get
style
the
was.
42. So
Now's a good time to buy those too, because
yeah, the price was way down. So
Yeah.
compared to what it should have been or what it was in the past. So that was it, guys.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I'll mute myself.
very good. All right. All right. So I went ahead and I picked up Mark's hot pick from Two Cool Guys. Let's find out if Mark picked up my hot pick from Two Cool Guys. No, he never. Unless it's DC,
No.
there's no fucking way that will ever happen.
If you pick a DC book that's not on my pool list, I'm still not picking it up.
I think he's saying if you
Not
picked a
one
good book, he may pick
doing.
it up.
That's funny.
Batman 129, pretty
Uh,
good. Dark Knights of Steel. This was fire. This right here was fire.
At the end there.
Oh my god, where's the fun in that? This was just a straight up Batman week. Gotham City Year One,
Mhm.
Batman 129.
Fun.
Super fun cover
I
there.
wonder if Bane makes an appearance.
No,
Okay.
and then the Silvestri book. It was fun art.
That's
Oh.
mostly why I bought it.
Yeah, I don't care for the whole bad guy thing. Like, I don't even know what they're doing with it yet, and I'm already like, ugh. And then I think I pick up Hulk tomorrow. That's it. Small week for me. I'm prepping for next week.
Next week's got some bangers. Yeah, it's going to be expensive. But yeah. Also, what comes out next week is Wakanda Forever. And I'm hoping that October, November turns into 2 good months for comic book movies, because I can pretty much summarize that everyone enjoyed Black Adam, except for Mark. He loved it.
haven't
But
seen
with
it yet.
Wakanda, with Wakanda Forever dropping next week, and I believe,
I'm excited.
yeah, I'm hoping this will salvage the MCU's year. And
I mean, if this movie's a 10 out of 10, it still ain't enough to salvage a whole year.
I don't know. Werewolf by Night was pretty good.
Oh, I love that too. Yeah, that was great.
And now we're gonna get the holiday special after Wakanda Forever, and that may
Oh, yeah, good.
just
That's Guardians. Is that what that is?
that may sink it all
No,
right
it's
after
Kevin
that.
Bacon.
Yeah, the
Oh, no.
Guardians is not going to be that good.
A lot of people weren't as happy with that second movie as the first one, but I love both of them.
Listen, it's a Kevin
Talk
Bacon.
about jumping the
spectacular
shark.
more than you need.
Yeah,
That's Beckerman being funny.
yeah. And Coco loves Chevy. Not expensive for me. I'm not picking up any new books.
There you go.
There you go.
Miss So is saying that she's so behind on all the movies and shows.
Oh, don't
watch
worry. There's
Pe-
so much you can skip this year.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot of
Watch
must watch.
Peacemaker and Werewolf by Night, and you'll be fine. And Coco is saying that he hated Werewolf by Night.
Oh no, dude.
Nothing really. Don't forget to watch Moon Knight, Boba Fett. I mean, there's
Yeah,
some
don't
great
you
stuff
do
that
that.
came out. Check out Andor while you're at it.
This could be the statement of the year.
Make sure you watch She-Hulk. I mean, there's just so much good stuff from the Disney camp. Oh, Doctor Strange and Thor were fantastic as well. Just nothing but home runs from Disney this year. I can't wait for Black Panther though. That should be fun.
Did anyone get a bad idea pin today? I did
No,
not.
I don't
They
know.
didn't offer them.
No, I didn't. Was there bad idea books released
Even
today?
if there was, who cares?
I can get on Sticker Mule and order us some if y'all want some.
No. Hard pass.
Yeah.
Hard pass.
So is everyone planning on seeing Wakanda Forever before the end of next weekend? I know Mark is now tied himself to an event that's happening down in his neck of the woods. Mark, you want to talk about that for a sec?
Here in the Augusta area, they're going to be doing a red carpet premiere event that's partnered with the Soul City Comic Con as well as the Augusta Toy and Comic Show, and they're partnering with AU Health, which is the big medical complex here, like Medical College of Georgia and all that. It used to be all kinds of other names, but it's all consolidated. But they're doing a big event to raise some money for cancer and have some local people set up, as well as bring in a couple of artists and stuff to do a mini con, as well as like one of the actors in the movie plays like an FBI agent or something. He lives here, so he's going to be coming, and they're just trying to make an event out of it, just to do something fun for the locals and all that. And they reached out and asked if I would be interested in setting up and doing some streaming and all that there. So I'm going to be doing that.
Good deal.
So y'all mark your calendars and travel on down.
Jim, you plan on seeing it this
you know what?
opening weekend?
I have so much time off that if I'm taking every Thursday, the whole month I only work 4 10-hour days. So now it's going to be 3 10-hour days this whole month. So Thursday's my day off, the beginning of my weekend. So hell yeah. I figured I'd just wake up, get some coffee and go get my ticket and sit down.
Robert,
Absolutely.
you were saying?
What?
Are you planning on seeing an opening weekend?
Oh, sure.
Do you have your ticket secured yet?
Yes, I do.
What night are you going to see it then, sir?
I am going to go see it on the 11th day of the 11th month in the 12th hour, unfortunately. I couldn't get an 11th hour showing.
They wouldn't do that, would they?
What? No.
No, it's a thing in Canada. On the 11th hour, we all stop.
The 11th day.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's when the parade starts down here.
Yeah.
With the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. Although I was dumbfounded today when I was talking to some people about that and who had no idea what the hell I was babbling about, and was like, really? Armistice Day? No, nothing. All right.
That's a pretty good take right there.
But yeah, no, I'm going like at 12:30 in the afternoon on Veterans Day / Armistice Day.
/ what else?
I think those are two. I think that's it. I don't know. Canada, you guys call it something other than Armistice Day?
Remembrance Day.
Okay, there you go. / Remembrance Day.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I knew there was one more slash in there.
Right.
Just as long as there's not a bunch of slashers.
Mm-hmm. Oh, all my stuff from C3 piled in today. Got the slab from Rob.
Nice.
Got some giant painting, a regular size 11 by 17 print.
No.
And then an art cover or something like that from some little girl on Gary B's channel.
Oh, yeah, right on.
Looking forward to
I got a
opening
package from Digger Jim today.
Oh,
And Digger Jim says,
hold on, everyone. Chip, you and the missus going to see Wakanda Forever opening weekend?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yes, we are. We're gonna
Have you secured your tickets?
I have
Very good. Okay,
secured.
let's put Robert in the hot seat.
Robert. Let's do this, Robert.
I don't know why you insist on doing that, Christopher.
And here, yeah, you make my mother smile when you say that.
Yeah, you
CJ,
make my mother smile too,
Here's
but
a
it doesn't
hot
mean I'm
take
fucking making
most
me smile.
Americans don't realize. Canadians aren't really into maple that much. We export it down to the United States.
Right.
And I eat it all because I freaking love maple. Oh my god. I got stacks of maple cookies and
Yes, they do.
Oh, so good. Yeah, no, I got a package from the old digger up there who said has nothing to do with C3. And it was just a pure act of love and kindness. And it's a rather large act of love and kindness here.
You're trying to get your pants.
Well, that's
Yeah.
fine, but as you know, Mark, it doesn't have to be so expensive.
I bought him a cheap piece of meat, and that's all it took.
That's right. And I smoked that cheap piece of meat for 14 hours and made it wonderful.
He did. I said, make this $2 meat gourmet, and then he did.
Hey,
Which, by
Dan,
the way,
Video coming soon.
it is legit. It is legit, guys. That I have officially announced that, barring significant financial changes, next June I will be at Heroes Con.
Nice.
That's going to be the one to go to.
That's
It'll
right.
be the only one that I will be at outside of Augusta all year.
Mark and I will be cooking something up.
If
It's
he cooks,
fragile.
I'm breaking my diet. And we're going to have to do it on the last day because I'm definitely going
what
to get
city is
sick.
that again? Is that Charlotte? That one's in.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Which Carolina is that? South Carolina?
They're all the
North.
same.
It's North. Okay.
It's north.
It's
He
close to
sent me a bunch of. If you ever want to do cosplay as a female,
It's fragile in there, Rob. Very fragile.
Dan asks, is Chip going with any other YouTube celebrities? The answer is no. He just goes with A-list celebrities.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone else just tries to find Chip.
It's true. He'll roll up in his 5.0, look at you, and then just drive away.
No, he revs it twice. Then drives away. And what's funny is he just kind of coasts away. He lets you know you don't want no smoke, and then he coasts away while he doesn't break eye
Don't want to
contact.
waste too much gas on you.
Exactly.
Let it
All right.
You're not
idle
working.
out.
Show us what you got, Rob.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I've seen
I'm
this.
trying.
Is that porcelain?
It's bubble wrap.
Yeah.
Big question, Digger. Did you dig this up and find it in the
No.
yard?
Just
curious.
You know what? I
Peacemakers
saw
only.
this when I was in Lancaster, Pennsylvania with the wife, vintage flea market. And I know Rob likes the old style. They're Pyrex bowls. So if you could find a lid, you can eat
Pyrex
soup out of it or, whatever.
That means
Looking forward to your video of you eating soup.
A good stew.
Or you can use it for other things like the other stuff I gave you.
I use Pyrex quite frequently to microwave vegetables.
I was gonna say you just hit 2 home runs with Rob. Pyrex and Star Wars. Come on.
That's a Christmas one.
So what's the other one? They're both Christmas. There's
Yeah,
little canes and stuff on here.
That was more Christmas.
It's
than
the
me.
Star Wars holiday special.
Oh Lord!
Pyrex Star Wars. All you need is Miss So is give me some Star Wars Tupperware. Yeah.
Mark
Actually,
started it.
What would be great is actually those old the glasses you used to get from Burger King in the 80s. Those are awesome. I almost picked up my LCS had a Miles Morales Spider-Man pint glass in the shop. It showed up and I was like, oh wow, that's
Nice.
here we go. Here's another one here. You get some more Christmas stuff or when I'm entertaining. I put out some like Chex Mix or something or some awesome stuff. And then to put stuff in, it looks like this is where
We got
this
that.
is what, there we go. Digger, outstanding. Some peanut M&Ms. That's because peanut M&Ms are the best M&Ms.
That's for you to put in the bowl.
Right, exactly. Just a few. So if I die of sugar overload, we all know who to blame.
Blame me.
That's
No,
right.
you put a few in the bowl and put the bowl out. Then you just sit in your room and eat them straight out the bag.
Yeah, I'm sure
Brother
the dog
John-
won't try to get to them at all and think it's
No.
like dog food or something.
Yeah.
So
Brother
thank you
John
very
gives
much,
me
sir.
COVID.
Appreciate you.
Brother John gives me COVID, and Brother Jim gives him diabetes.
There you go.
You can't give something you already got.
I don't know. I saw him at the flea market. I said, "Oh my God, I'm getting these
Thank you,
for
sir.
Rob." And you know what? I
That's
said
awesome.
he's got to have
Chip
some
Gillis.
yummies in there
Chip.
too.
Chip's already texting me asking me how much.
They're vintage chips. They're vintage. Okay. Very expensive. Very expensive.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
AR is saying Happy New Comic Book Day. He picked up Andromeda 2 and 3.
Yeah, that finale was something. That was an amazing series.
The chocolate covered nuts.
It's out of copy.
I personally prefer M&M peanut butter myself,
Wow.
but they're hard to find in that big bag like what you had. I have to go to the States to get them.
Yeah,
Peanut butter M&Ms. I'd rather just eat the Reese's Pieces.
correct.
They taste nothing the same.
Really?
He said nothing the same.
Nothing.
I have to
I
check that out.
understand that.
Chris is serious about his food.
I'm gonna have to verify that statement. I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, I've been really disappointed the last few days. My wife bought Halloween candy, right? We only had 2 trick-or-treaters come by the house, so we have a bunch of it left over. And she bought the little Hershey bars, which I love Hershey bars normally, but I've been eating the Cadbury Dairy Milk lately. And now I'm eating the Hershey bars. I'm like, oh, this is like garbage chocolate. It tastes so awful. It's like,
Become a little bit of a snob with your chocolate
Yeah.
there.
I feel like all the trick or treaters like converge on specific neighborhoods these days. Because we go to my brother's house, and a couple of the people I've talked to since said that they didn't have too many, and they ended up just putting like the bowl outside and going in kind of thing.
yeah, no, just on the other side of the expressway from us here. There's a community there that's about the houses there are about twice as expensive as mine, and they're right on top. They're townhouse, they're like or shared high density housing, so they're right butted up against each other. So the kids can do
One
a lot of
block.
trick or treating in a very small space versus
Right.
on my side, which is traditional suburbs, where they have to walk 1.5 miles just to hit up 2 dozen houses, and so that's too much work for them. So
Lazy
My
bastards.
house is on a cul-de-sac, so they always just walk past it because it's kind of they don't want to come all the way down, around, and back up again. So they just walk
Okay.
past and keep going straight.
Dude, cul-de-sacs are like little bonuses in a video
Yeah, I
game.
know.
Like,
I mean, we-
in and out. Boom. 4 houses for the price of one.
That is true.
Boom.
Yeah. And we always
Agreed.
give away good stuff, but they,
yeah, no,
whatever.
I had two kids. That's it. I was like, all
Man,
right, well,
12, 13, I think, this year. That's the most
Yeah.
we've had in a while. And we had rain at the beginning, so I
I
wasn't
had
sure.
more.
Yeah.
I had more during the COVID times when I was rigging up candy chutes and stuff so we could deliver candy from inside the house down a chute. No, set with these cardboard things where
Nerds.
the candy would slide down around and so that way people could get their.
Right.
I figured
they
nerds
keep
would be
their
like a
social
buckshot.
distancing.
I'm taking you out with some recent pieces. Yeah,
There you go.
that's funny.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, the weather wasn't the best up here either. It was raining, but it's been like plus 20, so it's been a really nice November. Plus 20 is, I'm presuming, 70s in American language.
Mhm.
But yeah, in
It's more
Americanese.
nice. It's nice.
Yeah, but
But
yeah,
usually-
it rained on Halloween, so I remember driving around and not seeing that many trick or treaters, but
Yeah.
that wouldn't have stopped me as a kid. I gotta admit, Halloween was my 1B to Christmas being my 1A. I loved Halloween, everything about it. I didn't care if I
I
went
don't
out
get
with a group of kids or by myself. I was out there first thing, and multiple grocery bags. It was just so
Yeah.
much fun.
We used to do this neighborhood with my kids when my kids were that age, and they'd go around. I'll tell you, my wife would go out. They took the wagon, and the wagon had a trailer, and the kids would be dumping their candy bowls after they get full into the wagon trailer, reloading up and stuff, and they would clean up. It's amazing, but I guess now there's
Yeah. I don't know. That's
In
Just move-
Canada,
just move on,
we
Chris.
drive on a highway.
well, but there's also driveways and parkways.
Yeah, we park on a driveway and drive on the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right on.
Your apartments are close
Sugar
together.
cookies,
You gotta-
peanut butter cookies, Girl Scout cookies.
Mhm.
What about Girl Scout
The-
cookies?
The
Where
Girl
they
Scout
are made
cookies
of.
are maple here. Yeah.
You have maple
Oh.
ones there? Oh no.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. No.
Except you don't have Girl
I don't-
Scouts of
I don't
America.
support that. I don't support that witchcraft
There's
at all.
there's no Girl Scouts of America in Canada. They're
There's no. No, there's
Yeah.
not.
they just have rovers and beavers and
Halloween
Scouts.
forever, man.
No, there's actually that you get the option of chocolate, vanilla, or maple when it comes to the Girl Guides, or it's Girl Guides, I believe, up here.
It's the paramilitary group known as Girl Scouts.
Now, did any of you give away those comic books that were available for purchase at your LCSs?
My shop didn't have them,
No,
and I only had 2 trick or
they,
treaters.
they were Marvel based, I believe. The Spider-Man one was the ASM with the Queen Goblin Arthur Adams cover. That one you could give away, and I remember seeing on a few Instagram feeds that people were showing that their kids got some comic books, but they were the Marvel ones and IDW ones as well. I believe there's a Turtles cover as well.
Yeah.
Tiago has joined us. At
Scrolling
New
through the
Comic Book Day.
I was scrolling through the
Uh,
Instagram feed and I seen that Tyler
no.
Kirkham had an actual long box set up.
Right.
I'm looking
And
at
I think I posted it.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we talked about that. Yeah, the
it's
Yeah.
actually almost uncanny how much he looks like him there.
I know he does look like the Hulk.
Yeah.
Not a Hulk.
Like,
Scar.
Oh my lord.
I wonder how his wife feels right now.
I
Oh,
expect
yeah, see,
that
there
picture.
was the
Dang,
Dr. Afro
proud.
one. That's right. Dan got
Super
the
proud.
Dr. Afro one. Yeah.
A picture like that, I just expect him to be like at a outdoor market, manning a booth, asking if you want to buy one of his rugs or something.
What? Wow. Yeah. All right. We're coming up on the hour mark. That was a pretty good New Comic Book Day. I think Jenny Friesen may have won the hot cover of the week, or pardon me, the best cover of the week. However, that doesn't count. That Batman foil cover. Oh,
I don't know.
oh, yes. Mark, did you see the Friesen work on Poison Ivy?
I mean, it looks like all the Friesen work on Poison Ivy or Catwoman
Incorrect.
or whatever. No, I'm not incorrect.
I love when
It
you're
doesn't
wrong.
look bad at all, but it just seen one, you've seen them all. It looks good. It looks great. Not saying
If
it
I said
doesn't.
that about John Jang, you'd
I agree with
blown a
that about
gasket.
John Jang. I don't disagree with that at all. Like he uses the same shots just like Jenny Friesen does. Every now and then you might get a full body Friesen, but most time it's like a headpiece of some sort at a slight angle with a little bit of garnishing to it. That's Jang's gimmick too.
Speaking of John Jang, he has a fantastic foil Superman that's going to be releasing in the next
It's one
couple
of the
days.
exceptions as well. You know, it's outside of his normal wheelhouse. The full body shots you don't get very often.
Now, is that an action comic or is that going to be
Superman Son of Kal-El 17B cover non-foil, but the Big Time Collectible has a foil exclusive through their shop that goes on sale Friday.
Okay, I believe Mutant Beaver has the Canadian version up here as well. Yeah, it looks terrific. As does the new Spider-Man Dark Web Chasm covers that are dropping. Inyuk Lee does an interesting homage to Spider-Man 1 of all the ones that do. Why that one?
What is the premise of the Dark Web story? Do we know yet?
It's got something to do with Madam Web losing control, and it goes off from there. And Chasm finally makes his return, as does the Queen Goblin to this particular storyline.
Okay. Is anyone jumping for the new Fantastic Four series that drops next week?
What's that?
Anyone jumping on the new Fantastic Four series that drops next week? Issue
it's
1 of Fantastic Four. So Alex Ross is doing some gorgeous covers for it, and I
Okay.
think that's how they're trying to sell it. The premise of the book is dumb. It starts off with Groundhog's Day. I'm like, this is a weird place to kick off a series.
Yeah, the covers are enticing, but
Yeah.
Easy now. Easy. And
The covers are
also
very enticing. I'm a
easy.
huge Alex Ross fan, but that Iron Man book was so bad he couldn't even make it fun to pick it up. Captain America for the longest time, the story wasn't compelling enough to keep you in there for the covers. Chris's hot picks sometimes through that Captain America run or cover buys of some of those. He laid down some modern iconic covers that I'm sure will get revisited and reused over the years. And same thing with that Iron Man run, but still, just
Now, in the defense of Cantwell's Iron Man run over the last, say, 7 or 8 issues, has gotten significantly better since he's come back from being Cosmic Iron Man. Captain America, the last volume was good. This particular one right now, Sentinel of Liberty, is terrific. But again, different writer, different cause, the whole 9 yards.
Right.
Steve Rogers has given up being Captain America right now, only part-time. And we're taking a deep dive into his return to New York City, trying to fit in as a modern man.
I can't give that Cantwell Iron Man run any nothing because it took him over 16 issues to do one story arc, and if it's just now starting to get better in the last couple of issues, that's an unforgivable length of trash to try to want people to stay on for. But that Fantastic Four #1's got me scratching my head because I like these characters a whole lot. I love
do
my
I.
older characters, but finding a run that keeps me invested is just so difficult these days. I try them, though. I don't stop trying them. Ghost Rider, I talk about it on the video that dropped Saturday. The new issues coming out, and I'm crossing my fingers that we get past
easy,
this little
Brian.
slump it's in, because it started so promising and so good, and now we're into just
Right, those first 3 Ghost Rider issues were really good, and then it
and the
just
one
kind of
shot.
went.
Yeah, the Punisher
Yeah,
pulled away between the two.
Well,
The
it's just
Punisher
plateaued.
series
It
pulled
hasn't
away.
done anything.
Well, dude, it's tanked. Like we have like that crazy gothic horror episodic feel to it, and then we get that awesome Ghost Rider Forever anniversary one shot that was just amazing. Then we get that stupid motorcycle race, which I don't know, Chris, if you were on for that stream, but it was the same writer was doing Nightwing back in the day, did the exact same story, even has the same panel layouts and everything. He just ripped his own story from Nightwing from years ago. Like I held it up on the screen. Like ask Ryan, he clipped it. He can send it to you, but it's unfortunate what they did with that series, and we haven't gotten out of that rut yet. Now you have Ghost Rider running around with an FBI division, supernatural detective to go solve some crime. I'm like, God, what is happening? How did we get here? Send him back out on the road. Let him be alone. Let him go hit some spots. Weave a connecting subplot, and let's have fun with this. Let's get gruesome.
Yeah, let them chase a demon and
Yeah.
the demon be 2 steps ahead. Yeah, I agree. I remember both of those titles got relaunched 4 or 5 months ago at the exact same time, and Mark and I enjoyed both. We thought that the psychological horror aspect of that first Ghost Rider was terrific. Punisher was off to a fantastic start, looking like that he was dealing with some PTSD, dealing with the hand, and him not quite being himself, wanting to figure out what was going on with him. The Frank Castle storyline has continued on in a solid way.
Mhm.
However, this Ghost Rider one, it's already off my pull list. I don't
blame you. I don't blame you at all.
But yeah. And the new Fantastic Four was a pretty good miniseries for what it was. I know that was Mark's hot pick a few months ago when issue 1 dropped.
Oh, the new Fantastic Four miniseries. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It's an intentional 90s retro book. You know, it's just slapstick fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not a deep dive and it's not deep thought. It's just a fun all-out action book where, to me, the premise was similar to Savage Avengers. However, Savage Avengers took itself way too seriously and tried to get way too complex by splitting characters up all over the planet. New Fantastic Four, you just had 4 franchisable characters, all doing their own. They stayed true to the characters. They didn't try and warp them a little bit, and it was fun. And it's over with now. And I didn't know that the Fantastic Four was getting relaunched again.
Yeah, this is the new series.
AR is talking about it big time.
Yeah, I forget who writes this coming up one.
He's saying, no, or by the way, Actual Dracula has joined us. By the way, everyone, Actual Dracula still has a handful of those mystery boxes available. If you haven't picked one up, you may want to consider it. I know Mark has opened one. It was fire. I opened it. Incredible. DJ did the same thing. Solid box. Ryan North. That's right. Ryan North.
Ryan
Squirrel
North,
Girl
yeah.
fame, I believe.
I'm not expecting much.
So it may or may not be Mark's hot pick because he enjoys the Fantastic Four.
I was thinking about it, but dude, next week is so stacked. We have the return of the JSA proper. Finally, like, you know, they popped up here and there. They've been promised for years, and we got them in Dark Crisis, but they are back proper next week in the new Golden Age. You have the Death of Superman 30th anniversary, they got the gang back together. All 4 creative teams from the 90s brought them back for that special $10 oversized one shot featuring the new character of Doombreaker. And dude, it's going off the rails next week.
Yeah, next week's going to be a tough one to be.
You've got
covers, that's for sure.
Covers are going to be ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Chris, did you see that? Did you see that Spider-Man cover? Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 1.
There's a million of them.
The Craven one?
The
Craven
cover. Who's the artist for it?
Chip. Chip is actually the artist.
Chip's the artist.
Nice.
Yeah, but he's not going to admit it unless someone bids $50 or higher on it.
That sounds like it was a good idea. It sounds like it was a good idea in theory.
Hesitate. He knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know who did this one, to be honest. Ryan Brown, maybe?
Okay.
I'll look. It comes out next week, Chipperoni?
Yeah. It's got a bad. The cover looks cool. As soon as I see it, I'm like, oh, this is Chris. This has Chris written all over it.
Amazing. It's not Amazing Spider-Man.
No,
is
it's just
it?
Spider-Man number one.
It's
The Lost
Spider-Man,
Hunt.
Oh,
yeah.
Called
that
the Lost
new
Hunt.
Spider-Man series.
I can answer this question, Dan, for Mark. He will happily do this as long as Donny Cates is not at the helm.
Yeah.
I'd do it with Donny Cates there. It'd be the best thing that's happening in the fucking book. You talking about the A cover, Chip?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Is that the black and white or the
Bingo,
grayish
man.
one?
Yeah.
The-
Yeah,
Bingo.
that's Ryan. That's Ryan Brown. But dude, there's so much going on with that cover. That's so far outside of his normal wheelhouse of just
Mhm.
like
I seen it. I was like, oh, this is.
Can you share your screen?
I'm
Can
already
you show?
doing it. Jesus Christ, man.
Jeez,
Nice.
pushy.
Well, Chip is the StreamYard guru, and he
Hey,
didn't do it.
I got nothing to do with this anymore.
Oh, awesome.
You got Ryan Brown written on the tombstone.
Oh man.
He's got a
Look at
long
look at
arm
the
there, though.
scars. Look at the scars on Craven.
Yeah, the arms. Oh yeah, Spider-Man's arm is pretty freaking long. Look at that thing.
Well, his
long
whole
arm, though.
body's scrunched up, so it's just a perspective thing. His other arms
Yeah.
semi-long.
It's got spider legs, spider arms.
That cross is kind of similar to the resurrection copy for the Death of Craven when Spider-Man's coming out of the grave.
Right.
I believe that's pretty similar.
That's a nice cover, though.
That's a great
It is
cover.
cool. It's
That,
cool.
that might have
Yeah.
to be one I
Well,
look
here's a good variant.
That's a good one.
Oh, the
too.
Lost Hunt. Okay. Oh, so it's not
Sorry.
Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man the Lost Hunt.
Yes.
Okay.
That's horrible.
Oh yes.
Look at that
Spider-Man
armpit hair,
ripped.
bro. Look at that armpit hair.
Uh-huh.
Ripped.
Oh my god, that dude's got cake too. Look at that thing. My man's got cake. You can set your beer on that.
Miss Adrian saying Ryan Brown always kills it. Miss So is saying kind of looks more like a Spawn cover, but with Spider-Man on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kenneth Bird has joined us, Mr. Bird. Yeah, that's who's the writer for that one? Oh,
J.M. DeMatteis.
nice. So he's returning to it because he is the one that wrote Craven's Last Hunt.
Yeah, Spawn does come out next week as well. Nice House. There's the Spider-Man one, right? Yeah, that's Edge of Spider-Verse. There's so much new Spider-Man dropping next week.
Yeah.
I have to look at all this.
Here you go, Chris. See the colors he's
Yeah,
working with?
I saw that in the Marvel previews. That is a fantastic cover.
I feel like it's just recycled from his recent hardback special edition thing that he did.
Yeah.
It is.
But
Yeah.
when he does the FF, it seems to be always similar.
Yeah, I'm talking about the colors. You can tell from the colors he's recycling this image. This
Right.
is something that he did previously for that. What's it called? Full Circle?
Yeah.
I-
No, it wasn't Life Story.
No,
yeah,
no.
you might be right.
Yeah, it's Fantastic Four Full Circle, I believe. It's just a hardback thing. It's something that he did. Like it's his thing. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It wasn't like it's a standard book.
Does Powerbomb return next week?
If finale's next week,
Okay.
it's going down. The cover is like heartbreaking just looking at. Look at that.
Oh,
Cobra Sun just sitting in the chair.
Mhm.
What was
You
that
can't even
Black
imagine.
Adam vibe to it?
Look at that. That's wicked. The snake's going through one eye and out the other.
So, for someone who doesn't read this book, is this actually just about wrestling? Is that
No,
what it's about?
no,
Okay.
no.
I
Just
nothing
read the
about
book.
it. That's why I was asking.
Read the book.
Okay, I'll read. I'll find it on an app somewhere.
Got
Comixology
to.
or something.
Speaking of 90s flavor,
Look at that, Dan Jurgens. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
ooh.
And this will also be a die cut cover offered with that.
that's
That's
nice.
what this one is. This is a die cut of that same cover. And when you open it, you get the rest of the image on his
That's cool.
fist.
Nice.
I think I pre-ordered the first one.
Yeah, well,
That's
I'm out.
Doombreaker there.
Yeah.
I always thought Doombreaker was the suit Iron Man wore when he went to take on Doctor Doom, but I was wrong.
Mhm.
Look at that. Jim Lee. There's a lot of good stuff coming. A lot of good stuff. Of course, the foils. Y'all see where Wildcats is coming back as well.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
Yeah, I'm definitely picking that up.
well,
Do it. Do it.
It's going to have one of the chrome embossed covers for it.
yeah, I wasn't big on that one. I wasn't big on the art on it.
For which one?
The Wildcats one.
The chrome embossed one or the regular one?
No, the
Yeah.
regular one.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going to grab.
Powerbomb could be the book of the year. Yeah,
Oh, easily.
tough to argue that one.
I can't.
Because
think
you're
of-
dead.
I'll
Yeah.
have to check it out.
It was Pops.
Thank you.
Pops modeled. Look, right there.
Yeah, I'm pumped for this one.
Are you gonna get Pops to sign it? Because that would be cool.
I should. Just send me your copy. I'll get him to do it.
Okay.
And then send it to CBCS to have
Yeah.
it verified.
Those are
Verified that it's Alan Scott.
all the lost children that'll be their first appearance in this coming series. That's going to be focusing on them, the sidekicks from the Golden Age that have missing in time and from everyone's memories. They're making their cover appearance on this one. So that's their
Is-
first.
Is that the human bomb in white?
That is the human bomb back here on the right hand side.
But I meant
Next
well on
one.
the. I'm sorry, on the other
On the-
side down there
On the bottom left, down there next, that's Cherry Bomb, which
Cherry
is
bomb.
the human bomb's old sidekick that no one knows or remembers.
I
So
never
did you
saw
read?
it.
Did you read Flashpoint Beyond?
Yeah.
Do you remember the end of that book? Did you read the finale where Rip was talking to his little sidekick Corky, and he's like, "Well, there were definitely side effects," and they see that room with all the chambers empty with all the nameplates on them.
Mm-hmm.
These are who were in those containments, the lost
Okay.
children, the sidekicks from the Golden Age.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get that now.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be so dope.
Yeah,
gonna have
that
to
cover has got
now.
some spec value to it for sure.
As much as a DC book specs, for sure.
Yeah.
But that's
cool.
that Todd Knott cover. I mean, like he's doing his best work right here on this cover. It's insane. The A cover is pretty cool. It's kind of more subtle.
I kind of feel like they should have Alex Ross do this cover.
You ain't lying.
Yeah. But that one's all right.
Yeah, it's not my favorite at all. And there's two, a Gary Frank and a Michael Allred that has not been revealed for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I keep checking to see what they're going to be.
Yeah, they definitely should have employed the master to do the A cover.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, there's not a ton of Batman, just some Batman.
And there it is.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite cover Jang's ever done. I'm very Superman biased, but that's something.
That one, still his Darth Vader and Optimus Prime. That
Oh yeah, those are
Optimus
all.
Prime I have up there. I love.
that's
Yeah, that Optimus Prime is hitting like his all the strong points. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Mhm.
But I talked to him a long time ago about like what do you want to do that you never got to do, and he said Superman, and he said it seems like it's one of the more challenging ones for him because everybody has this idea in their mind ever since they were a kid of what Superman looks like, and even though it all varies, there's just certain features that we all picture Superman having, and you
Right.
wouldn't want to do him dirty, and I feel like he crushed it. I mean, that's just. And I
Getting
love
that
that.
good chin. I like that.
And I
Got a
like
good
how he's
chin.
got like
Got
that
a good haircut there too.
Yes,
Got
that metallic
Alex
look
Ross.
to it,
Yeah.
that color scheme. This
Yeah.
sounds crazy now, but it reminds me of like the test footage that was used for Nick Cage back in the mid '90s when they were doing the
Shiny
Superman.
suit, yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of that.
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
So I am very interested. I enjoy that actor. My introduction to that actor is obviously from the Aquaman solo movie. Is he played
Greatest
Black
Showman.
Manta? Yeah, terrific
Yeah,
actor.
Yahya Abdul-Mateen, phenomenal actor.
Yeah, and the character has been around a very long time. Always been in and out of Avengers titles, and he had his own miniseries for a while. and also part of the West Coast Avengers during the late 80s. Interesting
Oh.
character. He's an android, but yeah, he's always been a good guy.
Excited to say that I got ahead of that announcement, and all of those Legion lottery boxes that I what is it called, auctioned off for C3, all of them had Wonder Man books in them. In case someone didn't know who Wonder Man was, if they happened to buy one of those, as soon as that popped, they had a brand new Wonder Man book sitting there. I didn't send new ones; I sent like good ones.
Right. Hello, brother John.
Hello, John. All right. So next week looks like it's going to be an expensive week for some of us.
Oh yeah, I'm
all of
I'm
us.
about to pay the LCS light bills next Tuesday. Going down.
It's like cha-ching.
This is what I trained for.
But I'd like to thank everyone for hanging out with us for a new comic book day. Again, that Batman foil cover. If you enjoyed the 90s at all, go pick up that cover. Get all the feels from it. It'll take you back. And even check out that Joker one as well. I'll be picking that up next week as it's been put on hold.
I put the Joker one back, man. I had it in my hand. I'm like, dude, this is actually trash. The actual image on it is trash. I'm like, come on, guys.
Yeah, I like the embossed stuff.
Yeah.
But everyone, make sure you check out Only Slabs. By the way, tonight TW is going to be dropping his video in the next little bit. Afterwards, make sure you head over to Sector 2815 for Guess That Key. I believe Mark's going to be on that one.
Yeah, no, I am.
And if you haven't subscribed to Paul Cook, make sure you do so. You're missing out if you don't. He's one of the most classy, quality human beings on this planet, and he lives in Florida.
He lives in the next sector over.
Yeah, it's true. Everyone, thanks for spending a little bit of time with us. Guys on the panel, thanks for coming out. Like I say, every week when I fire this up, I'm not sure if anyone's going to join me, but it's good to know that comic book community members like yourselves come and save me.
Yay.
And tomorrow night, guys, we'll be going live for Fantasy Football Chat. And till we see you then, guys, take care.